Belief systems. So belief systems is definitely what I've seen in most clients that is the most challenging for any progress. I want to be successful in business, in love, in health. Belief system is what holds us back. So if this resonates with you, then keep on watching the video. My name is Simba, and I'm a somatic stress and tension release trainer. So belief system is really the predisposition of how things should be. This is good. This is bad. This is why this happens. This is why this does not happen, right? And belief systems and the clashes of belief systems is usually what creates a lot of conflicts, both within ourselves, but also interpersonal between people. I'm right. You are wrong. This is better. This is better. Whatever it is, right? And we start to clash because we hold on to an ideal, a belief system to feel safe. And other people go into the same belief system and habits to feel safe. And then you have a culture, right? Or a society. And when someone comes in and doesn't follow those rules, that might start to feel unsafe, right? And then we can start to have racism or discrimination or so on. So belief systems are good in one term, right? They're good for as a framework, as a blueprint of why we do things, but they should be yours. And most belief systems aren't. They're conditioned from society, from your upbringing, from culture, from religion, from events. So most thoughts that we have, most emotions, most story, the internal dialogue that you have to yourself are not yours. They're inherited or programmed by the environment due to circumstances, experiences, or what you've been told, or what you've not been told, what you've been indirectly not told. But everyone does it. And I come from Sweden, and in Sweden, when people talk about themselves, they say I, but as soon as they say belief system, they say one should not do like this. So it's a tricky switch in language that tells you straight away, something's going on. I'm into a belief system. So that's really how your brain and nervous system can speak what's there. And with a little bit of practice, you can start to notice when you go into these semantic traps, which basically just is your body telling you, this is not something we agree upon. This is something we choose to agree upon to feel safe with everyone around us in an environment. And the more we kind of start to realize that and what's going on, then we can really start to work with what is our own belief system. And for me, that's ultimately spirituality. So spirituality isn't necessarily esoteric or religious or this and that. No, what do I believe in? What's my truth? What's my belief system? What's my story? That's spirituality for me. To develop that keen sense and have the awareness, and that you make up what's yours. Sure, there are basic rules to some extent that we follow, especially if we are in a society, that you're friendly to others, you're loving to others, you don't do damage to others or to yourself, that we live in harmony. But other from there, it's really up to you how you want to do. You can even look at something like science. You have empirical studies, they're done in a certain way, and then you have anecdotal evidence or studies that are more personal based experiences. Now, they're both important, but for some people, one is more important because someone that's smarter than me, that studied longer, said it. So then I trust what that person says more than what my own body says. And now a belief system has happened, and I don't listen to myself. My mind is conditioned to override what my body's actually telling me because this person said that, that study said that. And that's not necessarily good or bad, but if it's not helping you feeling better, I'm simply mentioning this, there might be something to work on in your belief system that's holding you back from moving forward. And that's what I realize a lot of times when I work with people, other coaches, but also people that are clients. Oh, I've done all. I worked with this person, I worked with this modality, I done everything, and it still doesn't work. Well, it's a belief system. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, where you're coming from when you're doing something, your intention when you go into an activity and healing work, personal development, or anything you do for that matter, where you're coming from will determine the outcome. And your belief system really sets the intention for you, unless you actively work with setting intentions. So the more you can work with your belief system, especially the limiting ones holding you back that are negative, judgmental to you or other, not kind to you or other, putting yourself down, putting others up, feeling trapped, feeling frustrated, feeling like everyone else's opinions matter, your doesn't matter. I have to do everything else for other people. I have to take care of other people before I take care of myself. Taking care of myself is selfish. I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I don't have good enough money. People like me can never, all of these things, right? If you start to have those stories, if you look at it, there's something to be done with belief system. So let's just make a simple exercise from here. Imagine something that you would like to have that you feel you don't have right now in your life. More money, more health, better relationships, better self-care, more time for yourself, better health, better family relationships, world peace. And then imagine that you have it. It's there. You made it. Notice what your mind does. Oh, it's not that easy. It's easy to say that. Those are limiting belief systems. Those are defensive mechanisms. Those are what's keeping you away from getting that point. That's how quick it goes with belief systems. So that's really what we're talking about as an example, what you can start to clear out when we go through belief systems. And it's literally reprogramming yourself, how you look at things and how things are. And when you change the things you look at, or the way you look at things, you change the way you look at things, the things you look at changes too. That's why if you say you can do something and you say you cannot do something, you're both right. It's just how it comes down to what you're doing with it. If you believe in it, and if you have a belief system that allows you to do it, you will do it at some point. If you have a belief system that says you can't do it, you won't do it. So if you want to learn more about belief systems, there's many different tools to work with and modalities, and that's a lot of the work we do here at Living with the Spirit. And you can go into our website, livingwiththespirit.com, and we have private mentorship programs online with weekly somatic classes to really work through the body, not just on a mental, intellectual level, but also really working through the nervous system, getting out of those repetitive nature of doing something the same way. We start to clear that out together with work for the mental and learning about how the mind works, the nervous system works, and how I can daily use affirmations and habits to start to change those belief systems. I can feel good, more vital, have better sleep, move forward in life with more ease, choose a different job, be my own boss, self-employed. So if you're interested in learning how to let go of belief system, go into livingwithspirit.com and we can set up a free discovery call, a consultation, and we can see if we're a good fit. And I will be more than happy to meet you on one of these calls and see what we can do for you. Thank you very much for following along this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.